Totus Tuus has many components to it during the day. There's times where they're just having fun outside with recess and we're out there with them. And the whole day, it's just us being with them and ultimately leading them to Christ.
I see former director of youth ministry for the diocese, the importance that the diocese plays in promoting a holistic youth ministry to all of our communities, whether they be parishes, whether they be schools, and helping those communities to form kids of faith and to raise up young people who are knowledgeable about their faith and excited about the relationship they have with Christ.
The Strong Catholic Family Program is an opportunity to raise our awareness where we and our children are, faith-wise, so that we can be empowered to make good decisions.
Principally, just to bear witness to the love of God for that person I'm speaking to. That's all I do in prison. All I know to do in prison. Almighty God loves you.
The most important thing we do through all of our activities here in this diocese, in our chancery office, in our parishes, in our Catholic charities, and all the different ways we do it, what we are trying to do is to present the image, the face of Christ to our brothers and sisters, to those near to us and those far away. I think one of the greatest opportunities Totus Tuus presents is it presents an opportunity for our young people to literally become people who are catechizers, spreaders of the good news. And there is no better way for an individual to learn their faith, to grow in their love for their faith, than in having that opportunity to be able to share that faith with someone else.
As a future priest, I really want to be able to reach out to the children of God, and this is one of the many ways I learned to do it. I go out and I have to learn to not be myself and to be Christ to these kids.
The day program with the 1st through 6th graders resembles a Bible camp, but it has a Catholic twist to it. This year's curriculum has the sacraments as the main curriculum and the joyful mysteries.
Totus Tuus means totally yours in Latin. The kids need to see ultimately that that's about being totally God's through Mary. And so we tell them that ultimately Totus Tuus means totally God's.
There's a distinct relationship between the youth ministry that is done in the parishes supported by the diocese and what happens in Catholic education, especially high school, because our mission is all the same. You know, our diocese for so many years, since for all of its history, has put such an emphasis on Catholic education. I've heard that we're in the very, very top level of per capita Catholic students in Catholic schools in our country, of all dioceses in our country. We have it as part of our heritage. Our bishop supports Catholic education. He sees it as a very, very important ministry of the diocese. And it's all tied in to faith. It's all tied into strengthening faith. It's all tied into imparting faith. And that means strengthening the family of the individual student, strengthening the family of the individual parishioner, strengthening the family of the diocese.
We found that the need for strengthening family life was one of the strongest felt needs of all the people in our diocese. And in this year of the faith, as we're stirring the flame of faith, it is important that we do everything we can to convert the culture. It is the popular culture that is giving so much stress to just normal, everyday family life. And the more we appreciate the gift that family life is and how God is wanting to break into our lives through family life, the more we will truly be even in a wonderful way stirring the flame of faith.
Strong Catholic Family was an initiative brought to the Jefferson City Diocese, and Strong Catholic presenters were then trained to go out into all the parishes to empower parents to make good, informed decisions about their children and how to raise them as good Catholic youth.
Many times since Pope Francis has been elected, he has told us to reach out to the most marginalized. And this is one of the most beautiful ways that we do it, I believe, with prison ministry. I know in that beautiful book and then made into a movie, Dead Man Walking, Sister Helen Prejean, she mentioned that no human being should be defined permanently by the worst thing that they've done. The hope of forgiveness is at the heart of a Christian message. So this is such a vitally important work that anybody involved in prison ministry is doing, just not for themselves, but for the benefit of all of us in the church.
And I try to teach them, to tell them, if they decide to take this imprisonment and make something of it, a program to learn patience, they will never find a better university. Because, you see, patience is the mystery of the cross of Christ. And it's by patience that Jesus saved us.
Catholic Stewardship Appeal is very important to the faith life of the people and of their parish. Without the Catholic Stewardship Appeal, we would not have the programs that are necessary to build the faith of our families. If everybody gives a little, we will all get a lot.
We are one church, one community, one flock in this local diocese, working together to stir Christ's flame in all we do. As your shepherd, I ask you for your support of these ministries of faith through our Catholic Stewardship Appeal. May the peace and blessing of God be with you and your loved ones.